Hey Click, you look really nice today.
Who, me? Oh, thank you very much, Click. Wow, you spoil me.
Yeah, is that a new face?
Oh, I never thought you would notice. I stole it off of my evil twin brother.
But wouldn't that make you the evil twin brother?
My god, what a plot line. Anyway, good evening, laddies, lasses, and lasses. You smell amazing today, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise, especially you, Abraham. Oh my god, Abraham, is that a new sock you're wearing on your nose? A little bit of a weird fashion choice, but on you, anything works. Abraham. Anyway, today we're gonna look into some r/InsaneParents, one of my favorite subreddits where we talk about weird stories and laugh about it together, have some thoughts, share our feelings and stories, and just have a good time together. Enjoy. Mwah.
And remember that YouTube tends to unsubscribe people from my channel, which is outrageous, isn't it, Mungo? Mwah.
So, make sure you are subbed to stand up to the thing.
Got him.
This is just the beginning. Please stop sending me this stuff.
Okay, go to sleep. You won't know shit, liberal. I want nothing to do with you, get it? End of conversation. Maybe you'll grow up. You can't even have a conversation. One-minded. You're right, I am wrong.
This is not a conversation, this is a monologue. Prego Moms do 2022. Oh, this is gonna be a blast, I know already.
Stop putting your children in off-brand/Walmart clothing. It is tacky. Start shopping name brand. Me, my husband, and kids all shop name brand. We've been living Nike lately and Gucci and Cabana.
My baby is wearing whatever the frick I think is cute. I don't care if it's from Family Dollar or Nike.
What are you talking? Babies don't give a crap about clothing.
Also, it's incredibly elitist. Maybe people don't want to or can't spend thousands of dollars on brand clothing, which for the most part, honestly, you just pay a crap ton of money for like a flashy logo. That's it. The quality isn't 20 times better, even though it's 20 times more expensive. Cease! Cease! Who cares? Caring this much about brands is weird.
I found out my son is going to try to get himself vaccinated when he turns 18 in a month. How can I stop him?
Except that you have raised a son who is more intelligent than you. Isn't that the success every parents want, though? Like when your kid outplays yourself, you know that you have succeeded as a parent. Unless you set the bar really low, which seems to be the case here. Once a month from my dad.
You dying before me will be a gift. Bad times are coming your way. You just don't know it yet. As for me, I am going to London and Mauritius for 2 weeks. Hope you die before I get back.
Ah, yes. Nothing says,
look at me. I'm living a nice, cushy, careless life.
Quite as obsessing over your own kid and wishing them death. I don't think I've seen any person who harasses someone and wishes them death who's like content and like living their best life. It's not a thing. Start obsessing over people and actually live the life you say that you are. God.
When I grow up, I want to be Prime Minister, a trucker, to save our country. Bless her heart.
I'll take $500 for a shite that never happened. I'm gonna be rich after this video.
Hi, ladies. I need your help, please. I had my twins 12 weeks early due to an emergent situation. My girls are in care unit now and are only 10 days old. One of my girls were 1 pound and 10 ounces and the other 2 pounds 3 ounces. I am against vax.
Oh, great.
And do not them to get any of those theories.
What? Is that even a sentence? All right, anyway.
This doctor is fear-mongering my husband.
You know, like casually telling him like, hey, if you don't get vaxxed, you might get sick.
Oh, fear-mongering. I'll tell my Facebook group about Prego Home Moms 2022 about this. She just told me they will both need a blood transfusion. I will need to protect them with RSV, measles, mumps, etc. I trust my breast milk to their protection, but she also has me very afraid. Please, y'all, I need help with this.
You heard it here first, folks. Just like insert some good old breast milk in a syringe, and that's the best vaccine you're ever gonna get. Mom groups 2022. What a reference. Man, I'm having way too much fun with this. My uncle is threatening to send my unclothed picture to my grandpa. It didn't work as I was open with my grandpa, so now he's trying to tell the church so they'll kick him out. Context in the comments, but he texted this to my mom about me. Uncle.
Let's not forget, don't want daddy to finding out what's going on in this house. Too late to take it down next. Y'all frick with us next time. There'll be him next nice pictures with the background of his house in them. Bish Jeff is right. She's turning into a fat, nasty pig. Just like her mother. Oh yeah, daddy's invited for dinner tomorrow.
What is this? He's just rambling. This is so weird. This is like a cartoon character. And the context from OP is, I'm an OnlyFans girl. His wife found my Telegram, which has no adult pictures, through contacts and Googled my username. He says he has my vid saved, which is weirder, but whatever. This is so... What's wrong with this dude? What? What kind of threatening is that? I'm so glad the other family members are on your side in this, because my god, this could turn so toxic and horrible if they weren't. I'm really glad that it's only one person being moronic here and everyone else on the same team. Holy poo. He's nearly 8 years old and can only read a few words. She sits him in front of YouTube all day, every day. Ho ho ho! Education! I'm here! Yeah, give us a minute. You should bring him out the back door. There's a homeless person using her door heater to warm up. This starts off nicely. Let me know when you're coming down. Don't tell me blorb. I taught him to read really late. The whole point of homeschooling is to learn at their own rate, not the unrealistic rate for most kids at school's force. You know, to function in the real world, there needs to be a certain amount of pressure. Not to justify anything, you know, obscene. There's right amount of pressure and stress and, you know, the small periodical levels that make you improve, that make you learn, that make you, you know, harden for the world. And there's the unnecessary kind that's like prolonged stress that make you burn out, or people creating icky situations just because. But having no pressure at all at ever in your entire life is not gonna do you any favor. It's just gonna make you really, really soft to whenever you have to deal with a challenge or really grit down to get something done. Like I said, there's a right and a wrong, but this is definitely an extreme in one direction. That is not good.
This is messed up that he said that to him. I was so happy that Blorb has learned to read and has zero pressures. You don't need to make him feel bad about that.
God, imagine being 8 years old and already behind. Jesus Christ. Crunchy moms.
What do you say when asked if a child is up to date on shots at a hospital? Better censor that with a zero so the Zuckerbergs don't find out. I saw yes, we are up to date. As far as I'm concerned, we are.
As far as I'm concerned, oh dear God.
We did have to go to the ER last year for a head wound, and I knew they would probably ask about tetanus shots and would push if I didn't say he was up to date. I just want to deal with the questions and delay treatment for my child, because no matter if he has up-to-date schedule, it wouldn't make a difference in his treatment anyway.
You know, apart from the fact that it could have, you know, lethal consequences, but alright.
I have seen many stories from people that were honest, and their kids were put through so many more tests and such just because not up to date. Yeah, it's to keep them safe, because you didn't. What? I always say yes. If they don't want us to lie, they need to create a better environment where we don't feel threatened, so we have to lie.
The environment is created, so there are additional tests if you're not prepared, so your kids stay safe even when you haven't taken the proper precautions.
God.
My aunt shaved her 11-year-old daughter's head because she thinks long hair sucks blood and causes stunted growth. Poor girl hates it and now she's refusing to go to school. It's a myth. Oh my God. How though? Like, the hair doesn't have anything that the blood fits in. What are you talking about? Hair is just like dried cells. What? Dad wants to refund him all the money he spent on me with interest as a fee for not associating with him. I have cancelled your Flex account, credit card, cell phone and bank account. Please do not contact me ever again. Also, you don't have a place in my home.
This boss, please send $5 million ASAP.
Oh, I don't think you spent $5 million on your kid. Even with interest, I really doubt it.
I have spent the money for you. All your shite from Blorp. Thanks, Blorp. Told me I'm not invited to your home. Please understand, take call.
I've also removed you from the iCloud family.
Please send $5 million ASAP. After that, we'll take care. All accounts settled after you pay my $5 million. You many take me on. You want to take me on. Amazing, great fight. Send me my money. Put your money where your mouth is.
What? No, cease. Nobody owes you $5 million. Good luck taking it to court. Like, yeah, my kid doesn't want anything to do with me because I'm a toxic person. But now they have to pay me $5 million for miscellaneous vague expenses. Good luck finding a lawyer supporting that. Called in sick for work since I have a fever. Then asked my boss if I was getting paid for being in quarantine. This is what my dad had to say about it. He said I'm not getting paid.
That's what you get for calling you a fever.
I had a fever. What was I supposed to do?
Go to work like the rest of us. I've never called in sick.
Says the guy who doesn't have to interact with people all day long.
Actually, I do.
You're supposed to call in if you have any serious symptoms.
Now you know better.
No. Email from parent to teacher after their child did not complete 2 assignments.
I'm going to be really transparent here in this email. I am offended that my child has to learn and study about slavery since 3rd grade. It has been hammered into him every single year. There is so much more history to be learned other than slavery, and how this generation is supposed to make changes to that. We're not going to do any more assignments related to slavery.
What do you mean, we are? That's okay.
I'm happy for him to do another paper on something historical with substance, but not slavery.
The wording is so unfortunate. Like, something with actual substance. You make... Oh god, it makes it sound like the whole thing is just a denial. This makes me cringe really bad.
Thank you for understanding here. Please advise.
Please advise. I advise you to allow your child to do all their projects, otherwise they'll fail. I don't know why please advise irritates me so much, but I answer a lot of customer emails at work, and every time someone ends an email with that, it just rubs me the wrong way. As someone who does that on occasion, it is absolutely a passive-aggressive way to say frick you, kind of like bless your heart. It's like...
Thank you, honey, little boo-boo.
I got this from my mom after I went to bed. I checked my phone twice while we were watching TV show together, and she lost it.
I'm going to be honest. I'm less than impressed with your attitude tonight. I don't know where your head or arse is at, but I do not appreciate your attitude. You can decide how you wish to proceed, but to be honest, I cannot go on with your attitude tonight. You can pretend you don't see this, but let's be honest, I know you can. I'm done. Don't engage. How dare you check your phone twice while watching a movie?
Which is not really, you know, an active interaction with each other. Anyway, why do you care if they're on their phone?
But it's outrageous. That's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. My life is very cushy.
Dad.
By the mathematic religion. I love it. The people that voted for this fool will reap what they sowed.
Please stop texting me things like this. Thank you. Oh my god. Ah, the pain.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I am praying to God that maybe helping me to forget that I had a daughter and give me the strength to live without you, so please don't call me or talk to me anymore.
Oh, that's strange.
I'm going to try to learn to live without you, even though I feel really plastiplabius and very low blood pressure, but that's fine. Waiting for God so he can take me soon to meet Blorp, which is really what I wish for because you don't really deserve this nice parent that everyone love.
What is it with all these weird parents? Like, maybe you'll care when I'm dead. If you were to turn it around, maybe if you can't make them care when you're actively alive and engaging with them, maybe you're doing something wrong. The whole thing, maybe you'll miss me when I'm dead, isn't the kind of like gotcha moment you think it is.
I am going to come to Blorp and see you in the next couple of weeks. What days are good for you?
No visit necessary.
I know not necessary. I want to see you.
Visit not necessary.
Why? Okay, Blorp, I am beyond hurt, and I have reached the end of my patience with whatever is going on between us. Either you communicate or I randomly show up.
How about that third option, that you just frick off?
You know, I will hunt you down at your work, where you live. I will freaking sit on your porch in a lawn chair. Okay, random day, random time. I will take time off work. It is time to have a chat.
This the kind of time where like having a little casual minefield outside your house would probably be appropriate. But also, yikes, this is just stalking. If an adult person tells you that they don't want anything to do with you, that's their right, no matter who you are, whether it be blood or family or whatever. Someone has the right to not see you. That is their choice, just like it's your choice to not have to meet someone that you don't like. It's perfectly fine. This is just harassment, basically. Jesus. Husband has barely spoken to her in over a year, and sister has her blocked on everything. I guess even their birthdays aren't theirs anymore.
Happy birthday to my amazing son. Your sister called me on her birthday, February 12th, to tell me that this is not only her birthday, but it's also my birthday too, because I gave birth to her. I guess I'm having another birthday today along with you, because at 6:37 a.m. this morning, I gave birth to a beautiful blonde-haired, blue-eyed baby boy. Yay! You are a great man, and I love you to pieces. Have a wonderful day and year, son. I look forward to seeing you soon, Mom. And I'm also gonna be angry that you didn't give me a present on your birthday, which is also my birthday.
Bruh, y'all really don't understand.
Let me know when you're on the way. Hello?
I am on the way.
How long? Hello? How long? Hello?
3. I said.
How long?
I said I'll be there at 3.
You hear?
Oh my god, it's still not 3. Do you see these texts are sent like 2:18, 2:18, 2:18, 2:18, 2:19? Oh my god, she waited like 30 seconds. That's cool. Nice. What do you want them to do? Crash while driving? They are in their car. They can't text while driving. They already said the time. What's the problem? Why do I have stuff in my eye? Maybe it's like BS parental advice. Oh god, oh it's everywhere. Hi, sorry to text you with some news like this, but I caught Blorp stealing toys from another student's backpack. I had him return it and apologize, but can you discuss it with her at home please?
Oh my god, but you need to use another word than stealing, please.
What words would you prefer?
Take.
I will make note of that for next time. Thanks. What? Stealing is stealing. What are you talking about? Especially, I could understand it if it's a small kid and the toys are all over the floor and it's like, oh, here's a toy. Like, okay, fine. But actively going through someone else's backpack, even like in school, that's really invasive. It's definitely stealing. Ask my mom to not text my partner demanding to know my location when I don't respond to her text within 30 minutes.
You are telling me that I don't give you space? I do not call you and text you. I send you a text 6:30 just because I sent a messenger to Blorp. You said that I cannot give you space? I am 60 years old, your mother, and you are to tell me that you need space from me? That is rude. It's like I'm every day in your house or seeing you. I guess you're an American white kid that only talks to the parents when they need something from them.
Why are you bringing race? Okay.
I guess if I call you and tell you that I'm sick or dying, it will be okay.
Oh, there we go again. Play all the cards, like playing the race card, playing the sick or dying card. Let's see how many more we can score on this one.
That is life, right? Now I'm being dramatic. It is okay, like you father said, because that is the same American people are. Good night, Blorp. Sorry for the inconvenience to be your mother. I am suffocating you with my messenger. What? Are you trying to say messages? I have no clue. Tell Blorp I am sorry to bother him also.
My mom insists she isn't an anti-vaxxer, then shares shite like this. She also thinks she's a total badass.
If you understand what's going on and didn't take the poison, you have survived the greatest psychological warfare in human history. Do you realize how much time, resources, money, and effort they have put into this? They have tried to manipulate, brainwash, and force you. They have been trying to scare you, attempt to make you feel guilty, and try to bribe you with gifts. They try to confuse you, to question your reality, also your sanity. They try to make you abandon your principles, your moral, and your values. They even managed to turn your loved ones and friends against you. Almost everyone fell for it, but not you. You never give up on yourself. You stood up for yourself against all odds and persevered. Stay that way.
Look at this bravery. I said no to a small cloth face mask and a vaccine, a principle that has been around for a very long time, that you have probably taken before for other things. And you obey society when it comes to everything else. You don't go barefoot into restaurants because of, well, health restrictions. You wear a seatbelt in traffic, hopefully. You obey regular laws. You pay taxes. Why is this specific thing such a big deal all of a sudden? I don't get it. Society is like a give and take. You give up some freedom to have safety and like common decency and stuff. That's kind of how society works. And that, now this very specific thing, it's like, oh my god, a cloth mask. It's like, yeah, this is where I draw the line. Everything else is fine. But this little mask thing, this little thing that's like the same as, I don't know, wearing a scarf in winter or a balaclava while skiing. No, that's too far from my principles. We're all sheep now.
I'm not begging you for anything, Blorp. I love you. You're my only daughter, my one and only child, and I just can't understand the distance. You're right. I don't believe in the vaccine, nor do I believe in Biden, but that's beside the point. It is that a reason to be negative towards me. You're negative towards me, my family, and even my girlfriend that you know nothing about. I just don't understand, but I'm wanting to.
You don't get to be an absent father my entire life and then show up in my 30s demanding answers and respect.
What do you mean absent? I think you were the one that was absent. I am by no means demanding anything.
I was a child, you psycho! Remember you were a kid and I didn't spend time with you? That was actually your fault. Texas Roadhouse. I have to post this because I just can't wrap my head around why. Why my boy looked forward to this date all week just to be told by the manager at Texas Roadhouse in Fruitland, MD, that he was not going to be able to have his own table. From the beginning, I told the hostess that he was going to be at his own table and he was paying his own check. I have 2 separate phone numbers for my table and his. Both numbers were notified their table was ready. We were seated by the hostess at 2 separate tables, where I could still clearly see and supervise them. They ordered their own drinks with their waitress, who then looks at me confused, and I assured her that he's paying his own bill. She proceeds to go tell every other server on shift about her table, and then ultimately goes to get the manager, who tells me we have customers waiting for a table. I wouldn't care if they told me they needed to order off the regular menu, but to deny my son and his date service at their own table, to discriminate on him because he's 5? I mean, it's a really cute image I get in my head, but also you probably have to do it at a non-rush hour, because otherwise you're just occupying a table, which is a huge revenue loss for the place, for the establishment. He had his wallet, he ordered his drinks, but was buttering with his roll. And because his waitress wanted to make sure she got a good tip, he was no longer able to have his table that he waited for. I am disgusted, and I'm hurt that this is the example this establishment set for my son, and for any child who's learning the way of the world. maybe the lesson here is like, when you're 5, you probably shouldn't go out on like dates by yourself. And the second thing, don't occupy tables if you don't intend to like utilize the service. I've seen this a couple of times when, for example, a big family comes in and takes up a huge part of a restaurant during rush hour. There's, oh no, our kids just need to rest. And then the restaurant's like, you're like blocking a huge part of our income by just sitting here. You have to order something. And then they order like the cheapest, smallest thing, like 2 glasses of water off the menu, and that's it. And they occupy half the space. It's like, they need to make a living. So, I don't know why, but I'm giggling so hard at he ordered his drinks and was buttering his roll. The mental image is killing me. Right? I'm imagining him in a suit also. Maybe one that's slightly too big for him. Oh my god, that's so adorable! Oh, it's like those first school photos you had when you borrowed some old suit from, you know, an old closet that's like 1 year too big for you.
Don't let them normalize myocarditis like they did autism.
Okay. The person texting isn't my parent, but it's about my deceased mother. This is supposed to be a friend of the family. I never plan to respond.
We love you. Your SSI from your mother is yours to use as you wish legally. Your dad is by law not allowed to use it for bills, rent, or anything else. You can have it all. Your mother would want you to be smart. Your family on her side all love you and miss you. Your father's lies have changed you from the person you really are, a God-loving Christian child. Birthday, Christmas, and holidays are a normal part of life, not a punishment or a way to not spend money on your child. Put your SSI check in the bank in only for your name so you have a future. Are you the daughter of Blorp and Blorpy Blorp? Your mother's family's worried about you and would like to hear from you. We all love you very much despite what your father has led you to believe. Please respond.
This gives me really weird vibes. It's a year between the 2 messages. What? This is so odd. TikTok star who joked about killing is arrested with mom for murder. When you have a lit family, you lit together and you go to jail together. A TikTok star who recently made a satirical video about killing someone was charged, along with her mother and 3 others, with the murder of 2 men who died in an alleged car chase in Lancashire, England last week, the Sun reported. This censored name, and her mother this censored name, and another woman this censored name, reportedly chased down and ran cousins' censored name and censored name off the road, resulting in their deaths and tearing their car in half overnight on Friday, according to the outlet.
Having an elite relationship with your mom. Babe, I killed someone today.
Yeah, what a family bond. Wow.
You may think this guy is a quack, but the info in the piece is accurate. You are now at risk of heart disease, and your statement before was absolutely inaccurate. COVID vaccine heart-related diseases are extremely prevalent, and you are at high risk. Albeit, you're probably not high risk considering family history. More than extremely prevalent, absolutely definitely more prevalent than vaccinated people. There's a story about a 10-year-old who got the jab one day and the next day a heart attack. A freaking 10-year-old.
Ah yes, the classic anecdotal evidence, you know, of all the millions and millions and billions of people who got the vaccine. This one story over here seems to align in a very, you know, unfortunate way. There is no statistical evidence to back this up. It's purely anecdotal, it's not even a source, but my god, the evidence.
Buzz the frick up. We're only country in the free world pursuing this poison on citizen
We're the only country in the free world pushing this poison on its citizens. Well, that's just not true.
As I stand before power and money, people are really dumb and foolish to take this poisonous shite. There is so much that they do not know, and if they do, are withholding the information.
Based on... Trust me, bro. Dad, I'm sorry to end the call in a fight with you.
One more time.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and get some shot then, smarty. Think you're so smart.
That wasn't the point that I was saying. Let's just move on.
Don't expect me to pay for the treatment for your child born with disfigurement.
Okay, that's a bit far now.
You're a husband or wife will. Sick of this. Go fly some flag or start a parade or something that people adverse to sense.
You're bringing this to a whole level that it doesn't need to be.
Okay, Blorp. See you in the spring. Keep going.
Ah yes, the healthy adult discussion where you wish harm on someone's future child. Like, I hope your child becomes disformed. Oh, that seems mature and, you know, tactful. What? My dad told me to KYS after I came out as trans. My stepmom has been messaging me back trying to guilt trip me into going back to their house.
Do you know what Dad said when he heard you said this?
What?
He said, I know he's mad and hurt. I can't take that personal because he's a caring man that loves you more than ever. Will know that it's so crushing as a parent to hear dad knows that you're hurting. He's hurting too. He misses you so much and so do I and Blorp. We love you.
Yes, complete botched sentence structure, but also that's pretty disgusting. You should respect and support your child in their choices. Even if you believe that they're correct in their choices or not, doesn't matter. It is their choice. And I see sometimes the argument being tossed around that like, oh, but how can they be sure themselves, the child, that this is the path for them? Well, maybe it isn't. Who knows? Maybe they are testing different things, different identities to figure out who they actually are. Does it really matter if they try a couple of different things before they get it right? That goes for everything in life, for God's sake. It goes for work, it goes for educations, it goes for friends, it goes for romantic partners, it goes for self-identity, everything. You need sometimes to try a couple of things before you figure out who you are and what makes you happy. It's perfectly okay. The whole argument that, oh, you don't know everything from scratch, maybe, it's such a bad point of argument. I don't get it. I hope you have people around you that support you for who you are and who you want to be, because you deserve it. Out of the blue, my physically, emotionally abusive mother messaged me this about my half-sister. What am I supposed to say to that?
Is it wrong that I can't get excited about half-sister latest round of IVF?
That seems like oversharing.
And it's more wrong that I have to feign interest for the sake of peace?
What are you even what? How is this an initiation of like a casual chat? What? Dad.
You'll regret the what answer. I hope you have walked the frickin' dogs.
I have.
Good, and I don't give a shite that you have. It's your responsibility.
Yeah, I hope you have walked this frickin' thing, otherwise you're in trouble. Yeah, I took care of it. Okay, good, but I don't care. You just said you did. You made a huge deal about what?
Slept over at boyfriend's and woke up to a horror story. For background, I am 19F and my now ex-boyfriend is 20 male. It is his biological mother I'll be referring to here. Boyfriend and I were together for 2 months at this point, but we have been friends for several years prior. We broke up very soon after this, and this event took place about 2 weeks ago, and I need to get it off my chest. Now, I've had a few odd things come up while talking to his mother, but we only talked a little here and there, maybe 4 or 5 times until this point. Each time wasn't comfortable, but nothing I didn't think was outside the norm for a mother teasing her son. Comments about meeting the family and staying a week in another state, where said extended family lived in a room with my BF only a week into meeting me, or talking about how small I was and how I could fit inside her wedding dress.
You're both in this wedding dress at the same time, am I right?
Sorry, moving on. Stuff that was definitely odd, but I rarely saw her and thought little of it. Boyfriend had warned me she was off her rocker a bit, but as I said, I didn't interact much with the lady. Although one more odd thing I will add. A week into briefly mentioning that we were together, his mother told his entire family and somehow sent photos of me to them. I don't have her on any social media and my boyfriend have not sent her any. To the point my boyfriend was getting calls from family members he hadn't spoken to in years about how him and I were doing. Now I will say, as much as we were friends for years, we lived apart and never met up unless it was public, without family around just because it was easier to meet in between each other. Now, on to the main event. After a night of relaxing and playing video games at my then boyfriend's house, we got snowed in quite early in the night and neither of us drive, and it's a good 30-ish minutes to my house and everyone is asleep. I decided against better judgment to spend the night, as it was recommended prior to me by him and his parents if I ever needed to, and they assured me it would be no issue and they could take me home the next morning. Now, I've had a few awkward bumps in the road with his mother before, but nothing that said run in big bold letters like this. At about 7 o'clock in the morning, earlier than the alarm we had even set, we hear a loud banging on the door, almost as if someone was trying to tear the wall down. I assumed this was maybe some work getting done to the house or something, so I just tried to shut my eyes. A few minutes after, the banging gets unbearable. The door swings open and she barges in. I hear his mother yell his name a few times as she makes her way over to the bed. I assumed at this point she was pissed, and I tried my best to act as if I was sleeping. She told Google, she has one of those things where you can turn the lights on, to turn all the lights on all the way up and began to stand over the bed where we were sleeping. FYI, fully clothed, not even near each other. She then begins to repeatedly tell,
Oh my god,
for a good while she says,
X is still here?
She sits down on the bed as BF promptly asks if she can calm down and leave. She insists that she's going to stay right here and begins talking in a voice you'd only talked to a child or an animal in. Oh yeah, that's not yikes at all. She asks us if we are fully dressed and we both say yes and show her. You're like 20. What? Okay. Although I would like to state, she is by no means very hard on religion in this aspect or anything, and is just asking for the sake of being weird. She talks about how she knew I would stay over and how I wanted to. For the record, I did not want to. I even had an hour-long discussion with BF before going to bed about why I dislike sleeping over places, but it was against all odds. I let her know. I actually have school this afternoon. I wasn't planning on staying. I have to go here pretty soon anyways. The snow had gotten bad and everyone was asleep, so I slept over. She tells me that she knows that it's a lie, and it's okay because you're a part of the family now. She then rambles about how she wants grandkids, but not too soon, and how I could fit into her wedding dress better than her own daughter. Please keep in mind, I have met this woman no more than 5 times in my life, even in very short intervals. My child shook the hand of someone else. When are you getting married? I then tell her I need to leave in the next 2 hours to go to school, and she tells me that there's no way I'll get home, and I'll just have to stay the night again, and we can all pretend to be a big happy family. I say that I'll get my father if it's troubling for them to drive in this weather, but reaffirms that I need to go home. She says she isn't going to take me home and I can stay here as long as I like, because she knows I love it here. She asks if we want breakfast and she can make us some. We tell her no and ask her for the 100th time to leave. Of course, these are just the main things she said, but she mentions marriage among other things as well. It took him forever to even get her to leave because she insisted I liked her company and we were family and she's his mother and therefore she can say anything she wants. After she leaves, I luckily am able to get a ride home earlier than expected with my boyfriend's dad. Just 15 minutes later and we hurry out the door. As we are in the car, she calls my boyfriend's phone and her husband's frantically until her husband answers and asks to be passed to boyfriend. She then, on speakerphone, begs him to speak to me as she thinks I left because of her. That was definitely why I left early, but also as I told her I had other plans. This goes on for another minute before she hangs up on her and mutes the phone and gives it back to her dad. I later found out that she did the same to all his sister's exes, even to a larger scale, which led to his sister moving out soon after. She also feels she did no wrong and wanted to continue to see me afterwards and even cried when confronted by her husband and son on her behavior. That's the last I ever talked to the woman. Hopefully it stays that way. Oh my God. I have heard like about obsessive partners and obsessive exes, but this is like obsessive parents.
Oh, hi, it's the first time we meet, so when can I expect grandkids? You can borrow my wedding dress if you want to.
Jeez, my God, this is like...
You talk about red flags. The entire room is painted red. You wouldn't even see a red flag because everything is just red. What the hell? I do hope your ex-boyfriend managed to move out soon, because holy yikes. Kids have a right to privacy. They aren't property.
Haha, yes they are, and if they want privacy, they can move out. Haha, you hear that, my 15-year-old kid? If you want the least bit of privacy, you better just move out.
What is it with these parents and giving, like, options they know aren't feasible? It's like, come on.
My narcissistic mother trying to act like a victim when I stood up for myself and told her off. Me just trying to enjoy some pizza.
Trying to enjoy life?
Not on my watch.
My mom.
Stop playing video games.
Me, would you prefer I commit a crime? My mom.
Yes, video games are worse than criminals. It is like so toxic.
By the way, go check out my Twitch where I play video games and vibe with you guys. Yum.
How much will you play games? Will you have enough of them at some point? Will you play games until you're 40? Yeah, you can't escape them like someone that injects drugs in himself.
Who the frick starts a conversation like that? I just sat down. I mean, yeah, if I can, I would love to keep playing video games until I'm at least 40. My retirement plan, okay? It's basically like this. When I get sick of humanity, I move out into the woods with a bunch of ducks. I run a duck farm when I spend time with ducks, and I spend the rest of my time playing video games. That's gonna be my entire retirement plan. Ducks and video games. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. Seeing the doctor because I've been having constant back pain, headache, and belly aches in September. No. Saying it's because of my little machine, my phone.
Oh my God, you know those like vague pains and stuff?
The phone. I mean, you can get pains from using your phone too much. Like, you know, I get, for example, a sore thumb sometimes when I've been on my phone too much, like sliding things around for hours and hours, but it goes away after a day or so, and I don't think that's what they're talking about.
My dad treated me like poo when I was a kid.
So you're gonna treat your kids different, right?
Right?
Oh,
Oh. My dad buys Hungry Jacks for dinner. My dad the night before threatened to kick me out of the house in my shoes because I didn't want to eat a piece of crayfish. Oh no, the horror. How could my child betray me like this? Oh, embrace the crayfish. My social anxiety, abandonment issues, and trust issues. Mom.
You don't need a therapist, you're just shy. Get over it.
Mom, I think I'm depressed. Have you tried to not just freaking worry about it? Oh, so good. Now it's better.
My mom tells me to fix my hair, clothes, and weight problems. Me ignores and feels comfortable in my own style and skin. My mom, wait, that's illegal. You're supposed to have anxiety. What? Parents, we support your opinions. Me tells opinion. Parents, yells. Me,
What? Oh my god, it was a trick after all.
imagine showing a 9-year-old a horror movie where someone gets a toaster bathed and then decide to run at them with a toaster while the poor kid is taking a bath. Child, mother with toaster. What? Look at me playing a traumatizing prank on my child. I am such a quirky mother. Me starts accepting my body after years of hating it. My mom, every chance she gets. You look terrible.
You are entitled to an opinion, even if that opinion is wrong.
Only someone stupid would fall for that.
It is okay to tell your child to date only her kind or forced to be kicked out.
That sounds really yikes.
Mom, oh my god, let's take that really good idea. Woo!
Listen to your child's feelings. Tell her she'll die and burn in hell with doctors if she transitions because cards said so. Yes! Sources! My mother. Well, Lotties, Lazos, and Lazos, I do hope you enjoyed this video, you beautiful, beautiful being, and make sure to take care of yourself and have a very nice day. And I hope to see you in the very near future. Take care. Mwah.